Are we back? I think we're back. Hello, everyone, and happy time zones. It's your bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Dark Souls 1 Build of the Child. Artorias is proving to be an issue. I mean, I kind of figured he was going to be, but more so than I'd planned for. And apologies for the crash. I don't know what happened there. Oh dear. Okay, bumping down the number of swings needed by 1. Helpful. Let's just hope that's, this actually works. You know what? Why not? Run over to Artorias. He takes a long time per attempt. Mostly because when that buff hits, I have to run away. Okay, that's not as better as I would like, but that's still better. What about this? Okay, and the fire does help. This is going a lot faster already, which is saying something. Nope. What are you doing, Artie? Why? Why are you doing this? You don't need a second buff. No. You don't get to come near me. Oh, come on. Talk about some bad RNG. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. What? I hit... I got cheated there. My character didn't react at all when I hit the dodge button. Oh. Pff. I forgot to rest at the bonfire. Anyway, it's not as much damage as I would prefer to be doing. But it's better than 45. Or, well, 37 to 45. Come on. Got greedy. Oh well. How tedious this fight gets relies a lot on RNG, actually, because if he decides to do the buff, I have to run away. Because I can't trust myself not to get greedy, and getting greedy when he's buffed is a very bad thing. Okay. Ooh, nice. Ooh, instability damage. And now I run. And the mic's gonna go off because I heard something. Daddy Annie. And, I don't know if I'd say lion, considering he's the wolf knight. But yeah. Oh, mic going back off.
buffs in a row. Are you fucking kidding me? Whether or not I enjoy Artorias depends heavily on RNG. He gets really tedious if he buffs multiple times in a row. Just found Arborea in Dragon Quest XI. Okay, I recommend going back and finishing any side quests you have right now. Cause things are about to go down. Anyway, how are you both doing, Dadiani and Negan? But Artorias goes a little while without buff, and he's fun. He's fun. Artorias buffs 3 times in the span of a minute, and I get annoyed. That makes sense? Like, I'm fine with him buffing as long as there's downtime. When there isn't downtime, I can't get an attack in because I can't guarantee that I'm not going to get greedy. Greed and getting caught in a corner are what cost me there. You should do the side stuff. There's some really important equipment for late game hidden behind late game side quests. Uh-oh. Okay. Negan, endgame expects you to be, like, max level. And have the, really powerful equipment. And a lot of the really powerful equipment is locked behind side quests. So I do recommend doing that. Oh, when did you unbuff? Oh, pff, that was my bad. Oh, damn it. Thought I had some time. Come on. What? What are these hitbox shenanigans? Some of that stuff shouldn't have hit me. I've gotten Artorias down really low before. Problem is... Oh dear. The hitbox shenanigans happen. And the buff happens. I play sloppier the more he uses the buff. Because I can't do anything while he has it up. He's not a bad boss. I'm probably just underleveled. Though, then again, this is about the level I typically go into this fight with. What? I got body blocked. Come on. Okay. I'm just saying now, stream doesn't end until we kill Artorias. Are you... I don't have the stance to knock him out, or the stance damage to knock him out of that. Uh-oh. Okay. Ow. Oh dear. Not good. Fuck! Why does he switch combos so easily? I get hit by that ground slam and I'm just dead. Get over here. Okay, down we go. Chester watching this person just walk past and wondering why. Alright. What? I hit dodge. Come on. I need an animation I can heal on. That I can heal on. Or not, because he decided. To be a bastard about it. Why did that not connect? What? I hit... Nice try. How did I not die there? Since apparently I've decided that attacking is what I need to do. Even when he's buffed. That's bad. On the bright side, he doesn't get a defensive buff, just an offensive one. Uh-oh. Why do you need a third one? What? Bad. This is bad. Come on, do the jump. Not that jump. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, this is bad. Joking. What the fuck? I think I'd prefer anything else at this point. Come on, do something. Thank you. That's bad. Okay. Buff wore off. Come on. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Just fuck. I need a moment. Okay, Karen. Not here yet, okay. So... let's warp to Firelink and then homeward bound back. I'd very much like to know what was going on with Artorius's... or what Artorius's defenses are, because holy shit. There's some levels of there's some levels of damage resistance that are just ridiculous. Okay, there we go, Karen.
Would you be... Thank you, please.
There we go. There we go, okay. What am I doing? I need a fourth. I'd like to know why Artorius kept spamming the buff. world. Tracer, where are you? There we go. I should get strength up to 20. I should also see if I can't get squeeze another. I should see if I can squeeze another level out of this. I cannot. Okay, so what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna warp to the Painted World. But I'm not going to rest at that bonfire. I should, for the sake of making this go faster, the reason you want a homeward bone out of the Painted World is because it's the only way to fast travel out of, or it's the only way to fast travel out of the Painted World. What even is the... Okay. It's still E on that. Where are you, Dark Wood Grain? There we go. I'm kind of curious what happens if I kill you now, but I'm not going to. I should probably upgrade my buckler. So back to Andre. I'll be honest, with how little damage I was doing, I was expecting Artorias to take the entire stream, which is why I said it doesn't end until after we kill him. Right, okay. Okie doke. I'm a little upset that I had to burn as many materials as I did, though. That means I'm gonna have to farm. Like, what's the bleed on this, actually? 300 versus... Okay, it's same as that. You know what? Does Andres... Is it 200 or 400 that he sells the Titanite shards for? Eight. Fair. So... what do I want to do? Actually, I think I should just get Tomb of the Giants over with. I was holding off because I didn't want to deal with that whole area. Without Gold Tracer, but now that I have Gold Tracer...
Good day. What are you doing? No. There's a five, isn't it?
Come on, you two. Ow. It actually doesn't matter if I kill these two or not. I already got what I came down here for. I forgot that I was intending on, trading some stuff with the crow. Oh well, do that later. The white Titanite doesn't really matter. Ow. Really? Oh well. Let's see here. Nito doesn't bleed, so that's one issue with him.
Oh, well, you know what, you and... For heaven's sake, listen, mate.
There we go, bonfire. Okay. Bright side, at least I lit it. I hate that thing. The only issue with Tomb of the Giants is, unless I want to really screw myself over, as soon as I rest at that bonfire, I'm locked into attempting Nito. There we go. And I absolutely despise having to do this, but I need it. Okay. Just in case, because Nito is going to be a problem. Hug left. Oh shoot. Okay. It's hug left and then right. Forgot about that. Oh, never mind. Okay. And now I can put the Thorland talisman back on. Which will actually allow me to, you know, cast the miracles that I spent precious levels on. Right. And now I hug left. Grab this because why not? Okay, that was not bad, actually. Because this is going to be needed. Come on. I cannot risk going into the back over there. Not good. What? What? Thankfully, yeah, I didn't have a choice there. I need to drink twice. I have to face tank so much here. There we go. Thankfully, Nito himself is actually one of the easier Lord Souls. Or Lord bosses. Okay, I can't get Paladin Leroy's stuff. Yay, that's Tomb of the Giants done. Alrighty then. Repair everything. Just need 4,000. That works. Or sorry, 40,000. Is it 4,000 or no? 4,000. Okay. Back to Firelink, actually. I'll actually rest here. 4 Kings I'm not doing until I'm pretty much ready to go. I'd sooner attempt Manus. Provided I can actually get to him. patches, I think, actually sells the most humanity in the game.
Oh, you're on. There you are.
Wait, why do you sell that?
I get that you looted some of this. That's interesting.
Right. Good.
So we're heading back to Ulasil Township for now. I will get swarmed if I try to just run through here. I'm also going to have to commit to some farming. Oh dear. Hey! Ah! Okay, so it's the heavy that I should be doing more often. There's a skull lantern spot here. Come on. The part I'm worried about is actually getting into the abyss. Once I'm down there, I can explore pretty much to my heart's desire. Especially considering there's a bonfire right in it. But getting to it, that's the issue. Okay. Oh. I'm dumb. Don't mind me, I'm just a fool. But silver pendant is big. I'm still going to have to do a lot of dodging for Manus. But at least this way it's a little more manageable. Because I can look at some of his stuff and immediately just hit the button. Which is nice. Need to go down in order to go up or something like that. Ow! Which direction do I go in? I'm sorry, oh dear. Okay, this was a dead end anyway. To my knowledge, there's only 2 places I really need to head towards. Actually, I might be able to, if I book it, make it. Okay, moving on. Okay, that's not gonna work. Actually, it might have if I hadn't gotten greedy, because I got a little greedy. Uh-oh, okay. But if I can open up that elevator right there, that puts me in a much better spot. There we go. What? Ah, fuck. I'm actually gonna have to methodically clear this out. Fuck, okay. Especially if I want, which I do want, the key to Goff. Because Calamite is locked behind a mimic. Might want alluring skulls for the square. Because I can probably take out the, for lack of a better term here, big guy downstairs. Come on. Because I might as well if I'm going to be doing this methodically anyway. Come on, up the stairs. I don't want to deal with you and the other one. While also having to dodge the mage. Get over here. Why do I have a humanity? Good riddance. Get down here. I know you're up there. Hi. Okay, now what can I do? Firebomb. There we go. Come on. I know you can find your way up the stairs, little AI. There we go. There isn't a way to reduce fall damage right now. Come on. If you're gonna do that... There we go. Actually, hang on. I have a bow. I can actually... What's with the curve on the composite? Oh, Magnifico! Hello! How you doing? Oh dear. There we go. I don't like the fact that the composite does that. Well, sending virtual hugs as always. Well, I beat Artorias today. And Gravelord Nito. Thank you. But let's be real here, Nito was less of a problem than Artorias. Yeah. You're not joking about that one. Okay, then what if I do the heavy crossbow? I'm gonna also need... those if I want to use the crossbow properly. Or not. But, hey, Mental! Hello! How are you doing? Artorias was definitely a problem this time around, partially due to the fact that, I wasn't even doing 100 damage a swing to him. Well, glad to hear that it's not terrible, at least. Send that up. Yeah, I had to burn some Titanite chunks, which really annoyed me. Because that means I'm going to have to farm them now. I mean, I'd have already had to farm them, but at least it would have been for a weapon that I was actually planning to keep. Fair enough. By burn, I mean use up on... like, completely use up. In this case... Typically when I say I had to burn something, it means that I was planning on saving it for later, but had to use it up at that moment in time. Yeah. Yeah, I used it on the standard falchion because the falchion was the only weapon where I could keep my ninja flip in addition to doing some damage. There we go. Unfortunately, because of the kind of the ninja flip is it's a dodge. It's a increased speed dodge roll. What bosses? While they're not mandatory for this run because this is a weird one, I do have Manus and Calamite. If I kill this mimic, I'll have Calamite unlocked, essentially. Manus is going to be a little trickier. I have Seath and the Four Kings left. And Gwendolyn. I think those are the only ones. But yeah, Ninja Flip is actually really cool. But it's kind of needed for this build because this one isn't really based off of my usual things. One of my more regular chatters at the time requested that I attempt to make the most toxic build with the Mask of the Child that I can, which requires a lot of spamming buttons, and the Ninja Flip makes spamming dodges easier. Okay. Now, that over there is the problem section. Kind of. Smoth and Artorias have been the most difficult. Nito, I went into after Artorias, so I already had the fully upgraded Gold Tracer. Let's actually go do this. Because I'm not particularly good at melee, anything I think I'm going, or any bonfire I think I'm going to have to be at for a while, I'm just putting up to 20. But I'm pretty sure the bosses are finding me fairly toxic. The problem, honestly, is that because of the way the bosses work, you can't really stun lock them the way you can players. Ah. There we go. Now, probably get endurance up to 30.
That joke would land better if I knew who Dr. Zoidberg was. Okay, that explains why I don't know who that is. I've never watched Futurama. Actually, what am I doing? Can I upgrade my buckler? No. Okay. Oh, mic going off for a minute.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true hear the...
Well, I just choked so hard on that, it's not even funny. On the bright side, I don't have to put the Darkmoon Seance ring back on. Yeah. Oof, indeed. What? Ah. Damn it. I'm not good at this fight, so it might take me a while. It's part of the reason I'm doing it now, actually. Right, that one goes through. Damn it! The problem with Gwendolyn is getting to him. I'm not good at this boss. I'd imagine. It's easy to forget between games just how similar some bosses can be. Okay, we go over here. Oh, mic going off.
Okay, that was less time than I was anticipating. Cool. Yeah, the problem with Gwendolyn is entirely the arena. Well, and the fact that technically you're fighting an illusion, but... Thank you. I don't know why there was nothing in that chest. Oh, fair enough. Ads are ads. I was expecting to be stuck on Gwendolyn for longer, otherwise I wouldn't have used the humanity there. Oh well. Not necessarily, because, like... Okay, I should go back to the, Undead Parish and buy some stuff. The thing with Gwendolyn is that we almost... There's no way we did not fight an illusion here. And this isn't even just a thing that might have been retconned in Dark Souls 3. That's a thing that would have been confirmed by Dark Souls 3. Because... when you kill Gwyn, it does not go dark. It's only when you kill Guinevere. Do I have to, like, ascend it or something? Oh, wait, I probably do. And considering that Guinevere herself is an illusion, it's really strange how she would be the condition if Gwendolyn was dead. Especially considering you can actually find Gwendolyn first. So, yeah, the Gwendolyn we fight in this game is an illusion. He'd have no reason to come out after his illusory self died, though. At least, not while the Chosen Undead was still running around. He's not stupid. Gwendolyn's not an idiot. He knows that in the event that someone does kill his illusion, they're not going to oh dear. Spare him if he's still alive and they find him. And that's the that's some actually an interesting thing there. I have a theory that souls can be twisted to replicate other souls.
It's not really proven by anything. However, it's one of only two possible ways that we could receive Ornstein's soul in this game, despite sequels implying that he'd been an illusion here. That or Ornstein left his soul in Gwendolyn's care. Oh, have an excellent day, Amental. Thank you for stopping by. But every single one of the boss souls we get is essentially a amalgamation of a bunch of tiny souls. There's no reason for someone to have, in an event like Gwendolyn's, only one. It could be his real soul. However, considering the whole Anne Orlando thing, and the fact that he does show up in the third game, which really just solidifies the theory that he was an illusion in this one, because gods don't come back to life the way mortals do. It really does just solidify the possibility, or the idea that this Gwendolyn was an illusion. There's also the possibility that he can use his illusions to disguise the nature of souls. Which brings up a whole other thing. Let's go to Firelink. Honestly, what makes a soul in this game appears, or a boss soul specifically, appears to be strong personality more than amount of power. When someone's making a boss weapon... Oh dear. It really does seem to be more based on who they were rather than how powerful they were. Because, let's be real here, some boss weapons are just bad. They don't scale well, or they scale with something weird. Do you sell... Yes, you do. Let's see if those help. Because it was Gwendolyn's soul. Yeah, special beings have special souls. And they're recognizable for being the soul of that being specifically, not just a soul. So it's entirely possible for someone to have multiple. Or perhaps for them to be twisted into something else whether this theory holds water or not has to do with how much power you think Gwendolyn might actually have. But perhaps they can even be disguised and twisted by one's perception of them. And if so, any soul could be disguised as Gwendolyn's. There's a bunch of things it could be, but we know that Gwendolyn does not truly meet his end until the third game. Honestly, I don't think I've ever really seen anyone speculate on the nature of boss souls. Let's send you back up. Okay, that's not gonna cut it. So then... Firebomb. Just a little too high. A little too lateral. There we go. Now for the fun part. Luring these two bozos. Because if I get hit by that, I'm just dead. Which theory? Because I just spouted like 4. Great, okay, come on! There we go. Fair enough. Can I hit you with this then, if that's... Okay, apparently I'm out of those. Alright, I can't... Yep. Forgot I need binoculars. Damn it. Okay. There are other theories, however, it really does seem like the boss souls aren't as oh dear. Because like, granted, there's specific kinds of souls, like a Lord's soul. You little... Okay. If you have any of those other possibilities in mind, I'd like to hear them. Because again, you don't really see a lot of people speculating on that. Okay, this thing sucks to fight. Actually, I'm gonna try and see if I can't get past it. Never mind. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Something I've noticed when, in this game specifically, is that, fair enough. Haha! Took a bit of juking, but I got it. Twisted sense of humor, fair enough. Something I've noticed with this game is that it's only the unique bosses that get souls. The enemies with boss health bars, say Taurus and Capra Demon, they don't have souls. The Bell Gargoyles don't have souls either. Neither does the Gaping Dragon, I don't think, which makes sense considering it is a dragon. Neither does Calamite. So dragons and, oh dear. Bosses that don't really have names. Or but don't really have names, I mean they're repeats, or you can find repeats of them later. Those don't have souls. I mean, they drop souls when they die, but they don't have a unique soul that's just theirs. If I'm remembering this correctly, the first boss you run into with a soul is Quelaag. The second is the Iron Golem, which... That's a weird one, just in general. Because I don't know if you noticed, or I think you noticed it, but when I was hitting the Iron Golem, it was bleeding. Like, I couldn't proc bleed, but it was bleeding. Yeah, it's technically a core, but it functions the same as a soul. Hello, Alvina. Which direction should I hug? Because one of the... Actually, it's up here, I believe. I should hug. Yeah, it might not be it might not be the same stuff. That's always a possibility. Okay, loop around to the abyss unlocked. But it is an interesting point to, at least to think about. Why does it function the same? And anyway, that getting a little off topic there. Shoot, where'd the cat go? Could be. I know that there's been a lot of experimentation with souls in these games. Okay. Just die already. I lost the cat. Shoot. Aha! I went up to unlock the shortcut and I lost the cat. Get back here, you annoying. And actually, the second game does have a character that has two souls, because you technically can fight him twice. And in both cases, he drops a soul. In fact, he drops a different soul each time. Oh, mic going off.
Yeah, we... So long.
Do you happen to remember which boss you fought twice? And dropped a different soul each time? Ah. Actually, wait. There's a Titanite slab over here, I think. Getting my hands on a second one of those is kind of huge. If possible. Not off the top of your head, okay. The last giant. You fight him in the present, and then you fight him in the past. He drops his soul twice, and it's different between the first and second time. Yeah, that was the same giant. You killing him in the past, he recognized you in the present. The game doesn't state it directly, but there's no other way to interpret that, really. Or to interpret what the souls say. Because they allude to being the same one. Or belonging to the same individual, not being the same soul. But the last giant and the giant lord. It's a unique circumstance because, well... Yeah, it's a very unique circumstance, actually, because there's a boss in the third game that has something similar going on. Trying to avoid spoilers. And you only get a soul the second time. And this is one of the best cutscenes in Souls. It's just so cool. I will never skip this cutscene. It doesn't get much cooler than that. That it should. I'm not sure whether I'm more worried about Calamite or Manus, actually. Yeah. The Giant Lord / Last Giant is the only boss in the series where you fight twice and you get a soul that specifically belongs to that individual both times. Oh, hi, Fan. I'm getting the sad pet me eyes. He's just staring at me. There's a couple bosses in the series other than that you fight more than once. Ow. But the Giant Lord's the only one that gives you 2 souls. And Ornstein and Smough are actually a weird situation too. Because that soul changes depending on which boss you face. Or which phase 2 you face. Let me just thief. Oh, ow. Uh-oh. Run! Ow. Calamite, why? Absolutely not. I'm not getting calamitied. Oh, you do bleed. That makes this a little more interesting. Really? Fuck. The Calamitous Eye of Calamite. That's bad. This goes away eventually, right? Yes, it does. Good. No, 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 no. Ow. Not good. Okay. At least this is going faster than Artorias. Ow. Just pick a direction and keep running. Uh-oh. Ah, dear. Actually, I can outrange that. That always goes close to you. Not good. Not good. I should not have won this. I should not have won that. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I got caught in the fire breath and was literally one hit away from dying. If he'd hit me after that, I would have lost. Sorry that I robbed you there, Calamite. Fair enough. There was one section where... You know how Calamite has that one fire breath thing that he does that's straight out? I got caught in that as soon as the fire started, and somehow lived. I should not have lived that. Yeah. I should have been dead right there. Ouch, indeed. Uh-oh. Oh dear. How the actual... How did I die there? I guess they just got revenge for Calamite. I just want to go up one more level. Let's... Where are my souls? There's my souls. Uh-oh. I mean, granted, I'm gonna have to farm these bozos quite a bit later on. But for now, one level will do. Level 82. Okay. Well, I'm closer. Still like 50 away, though. Or, no, 40. Yeah, I'm 43 levels away from where I need to be. Yikes. Oh, pardon. I'm going to have to farm. There's no way around that one. Oh dear. On that note, I'm going to call it for today. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlists, so they're easier to find. If you're interested in chatting off stream or seeing my announcements, please check out my Discord server. Do note, however, that the server is private, so unless you get a role, which you can get by interacting with Carlbots, you won't be able to see much, and if you don't have a role by Saturday, I will be kicking you off the server. If you would like to see my announcements but don't want to deal with Discord, I do also post said announcements to YouTube.
If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I do also have a TikTok. The links to all of that are in the chat now. Thank you, Magnifico. Oh shoot, I forgot to shout people out today. Not sure if anyone sees that, but... oh well. I need to get better about the shoutouts. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow, I'll be continuing Pantheon 4 and Hollow Knight. No promises on how far I get on that one. I'll beat it eventually. It just might not be tomorrow. It just probably won't be tomorrow, actually. Thursday and Friday, it will be back to Sekiro, or however I'm supposed to say that one. I still haven't decided what path I'm going to take. So, I'm just going to consider that a Thursday problem. I'll be picking this run back up on Monday. I don't know whether I'm going to go after Seath or Manus first. Calamite was a confidence booster. Actually. So I might try Manus. Seath would actually no, I should go after Seath. Seath would be the smarter choice, simply for the fact that I can get my Estus Flask up to +6 with him. Or if I go after him and go through his archive. Alright, so Monday, Seath. Well, or at the very least, the archives. One moment. No raid today. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.